Hey everyone, happy Friday. I hope you are all well. Now, I'm going to touch on something that I did on a podcast quite a few weeks ago now, and this is when we work on triads. Now, if you've been following me for a long time, you'll notice that I do talk about this quite a lot, but I just think it's a great way of playing guitar or adding something, over to simple chords. Now, the podcast I was talking about was a version of a police car and a screaming siren. So that's Entertainment by The Jam. Now, what I'm going to show you here is it's around 4 chords: G, E minor, A minor, and F. Now, the original is in B flat, but I've seen various ways that Weller does it where he's playing it open with G, E minor, A minor, and F. Now, what I'm going to show you today: G, E minor, A minor, and F. I'm going to show you this first of all. Now, if you ever hold a G bar chord, well, a triad of G is hiding in that. If you clock my middle finger and my first finger, that's going to be the kind of clue of where we get the triad from that. Now, the middle finger stays, the first finger now bars. Now, all of a sudden, I've gone from a G bar chord, keep the middle finger on, so that's not moving anywhere, and the first finger's barring over those last 2 strings, just like it does anyway, but we're just kind of tweaking it to get this. Now imagine you've got a pal strumming a G. Well, then the other person, hopefully you, could have a go at that. Now then the chord then might go to E minor. And again, I'm just basing this on this song. This could be multiple songs with G, E minor, A minor, and F, okay? Now, if I hold a D minor chord, and bear with me, D minor, D sharp minor, that now becomes an E minor, okay? So all of a sudden, now I use that middle finger again, so a police car and a screaming siren, pneumatic drill and ripped up concrete. So that middle finger is working as an anchor, G and E minor, G and E minor, G, E minor, G, E minor, G, E minor. So it's a really cool exercise. There's a bit more intricacy to it. Okay. Now then when the song goes, that's entertainment, which is A minor and F. Now an A minor triad is literally the first finger over the last 3 strings in the 5th fret. That's enter, okay, and that is hiding in a bar chord of A minor, like so. See that first finger? That becomes an A minor triad. And then finally, when it goes, that's entertainment, which is F, A minor, and then if I hold this D shape, well, that's an F. Now, if I go back to a normal D chord, if you know the notes on your fretboard, which I bang on about all day, every day, till the end of time, D, D sharp, E, F, D, D sharp, E, F. So that now becomes an F triad. A minor, F, A minor, F. So all of a sudden, G and E minor, A minor, and F. Police car and a screaming siren, pneumatic drill and ripped up concrete, a baby wailing, a stray dog howling, the screech of brakes and lamplight blinking. That's entertainment. That's entertainment. Okay, so that's a little bit of an insight. Now we can move up the neck, we can do much more with those 4 chords, but I thought I'd dangle that carrot today of G, E minor, A minor, and F. And, as I've said earlier, G and E minor, you will have used a zillion times before, A minor, I'm sure, F before, but maybe just not in this context, okay? So give that a go this week and see how you get on. If you want more detailed, insightful stuff into this, send me a WhatsApp. If you're interested in some one-to-one coaching, you'll get videos like this presented to you via WhatsApp, and we'll set up a plan or a monthly plan to set some goals for you to elevate your guitar playing.